Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. See, everything that she just said was rooted in her lack of respect for him. The entire marriage, or the image of it that we're getting, displays her lack of respect and pretty much her contempt for this man. Not only is she operating in her masculine, she's operating in disrespect. The reason why I'm saying it's disrespect is because you trust the men that you respect. That's why we respect the men, because we trust them. The men that we respect have our respect as lionesses because we trust them. Otherwise, they can't get our respect. Respect them for what? You're untrustworthy. The attribute of being untrustworthy cancels out respect to a large degree, because you can't really respect a person that in all of their dealings are untrustworthy in their dealings. They lose respect because you start to see them as a sham. You start to see them as a fraud, a fake, a phony. You start to see them in that light, a snake. You would do somebody dirty, so therefore you really don't respect a person when you know you can't trust them, and when they display untrustworthiness as a consistent attribute. So this is where disrespect comes in, because she doesn't respect him, and because of that, she never gave him an opportunity to prove whether or not he could be trusted. She came into the so-called marriage looking for a way not to trust him. She wasn't looking. She was ready to be this hyper independent female that was married. She did not attempt interdependency, because when we talk about 50-50, that's for people who it makes sense for them to combine incomes in order to move forward. That's not for the very wealthy. 50-50 is not for the very wealthy, because when they got together, she wasn't making NBA money, but she had money of her own. So it was not like he got some broke chick out of a Taco Bell job and just laced her up. The only difference was she wasn't making his level of money, which is fine. In that particular kind of case, which only really the 1%, of people in America really even have that to that degree, money to that degree, I would not have gone 50-50 at all. Now, that's not to say that my money would not have, because at that level, this is not about mortgage and rent. She made it about mortgage and rent and all of that. At that level, the money is about investments and things of that nature. This isn't about a light bill. And you know what I'm saying? And a condo, they're not paying a couple of $100s for the light. You see what I'm saying? They're not living how the day-to-day working class people are living, and their money concerns are different than working class people money concerns are, or poor people money concerns. Their rich people money concerns is different. Okay. So it's not about, man, can I put half on the mortgage? But if I make money, I'm considered rich. But you have more money than me as my husband. I'm not really looking to come into this paying bills necessarily. However, my money can be used for mutual investments, money moves that we're going to make, because you're not going to be playing in the NBA forever. That's limited. My acting career, depending on how good of an actress I am, can actually extend further than your athletic career. She's not this super A-list actor, but I'm just saying theoretically. If she was a better actress, she could still be working. And she could work to old age. Dwayne Wade can't play ball till he's 50. So at that point, our money concerns how we view assets and liabilities, and build businesses and invest our money, and do different things. That's what our money do at this point. She made it petty. She made it petty because when they got into the marriage, he was paying everything. She moved into his house. Okay? So their marriage started out more or less as a regular kind of marriage, or so, it seemed. They got married, she moved into his house. Obviously, he make more money than her, She was the one that brought it to pettiness. She did 50-50 because she's a control freak. Not because he asked her, not because that was necessary for the family to move forward financially, not because she was looking to invest and support and things of that nature. She was using 50-50 as a weapon. Because she a control freak. And she really masculine. So she wasn't even coming into the whole 50-50 thing in a feminine support role. She was trying to have a D-swinging contest financially with a person that made substantially more money than her. How stupid can you be? This is the same person that believed that if she was the breadwinner in the relationship, that give her a right to cheat. Because she said that's what men think. Men say if they pay everything, they can cheat. She said, so if I pay everything, I can cheat. She's full of a lot of tit for tats. She's full of a lot of D-swinging that she likes to do with men, particularly the men that she's in relationship with. And she's full of a lot of competitive. She likes to compete. She don't want to be supportive. She is the epitome of believing that a feminine role is a weak one. She's weak if she falls into a more feminine capacity.